Okay, hello. Picture this, you're in a FACS class, okay? And today on the menu, we are gonna make turkey cheese melts, or a grilled cheese with turkey. So, as you know, learned the phrase last week, mise en place. What does that mean? Yes, Alex. That means everything in place. Correct. Correct. So, before you even start cooking anything, you need to make sure you have everything ready and in place. So, also why it's not turning. You see, we got our bread. We're using honey wheat bread. That's what we'll be using in class today. We got our Hillshire Farm oven roasted turkey breast. We have butter. Why do we need butter for a grilled cheese? Well, in order to toast it without it sticking to the pan, you need some type of butter, pan, non-stick sprays pan, which looks just like this, or even mayo, which I was going to use mayo because I believe it makes it taste better. Mayo, right? Oh, why would you put mayo? It toasts the bread without making the bread soggy. I think it's a great tool, great thing to use. I always use mayo. We don't have mayo. I only have this little packet. But for starters, so first thing you need to do, yes, over there. You need to butter your bread. That's not wrong. The first thing I like to personally do is get the stove preheated, because you want it to be nice and warm. I got it on a low setting, so we're gonna turn it to a medium setting. I got it on 5 right now. That's a good setting. It won't burn the bread too quick, but it will also preheat the pan quickly. So that's what we're gonna be on. 5 settings, somewhere in the mediums. It's just gonna keep preheating. And as we go, we're gonna use our knife. I don't have a true butter knife, but this will work. A fork could work, a spoon could work, pretty much anything. You're gonna take your bread, and it doesn't have to be perfect. If you have a little chunk of butter somewhere, that's fine. That's okay. You know, you just want a nice coating of butter. Doesn't stick to the pan, gets a nice crisp. And like I said, I like using mayo because it doesn't really make the bread soggy. With butter, the bread's gonna get a little bit greasy, soggy. So it looks something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, just like that. Once again, another piece of bread. Take your butter. Same thing. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just spreading it out. Try to get a nice, even coating of butter here. Boom. We got our 2 pieces of butter, like that. Whoa. Okay, so we're preheating our oven or our skillet already. So now we are on a medium heat. We are on 5 heat. What we need to do is lower it just a little bit. Lowering it, if it's on medium, that's not a bad thing, but it's gonna burn quicker. We want a nice slow burn, get the bread even, so the cheese can melt evenly and not burn. The bread won't burn. So now we take our piece of bread, we're gonna put it right in there. Nice little sizzle, that's okay. The sizzle is good. We want the sizzle. We have the sizzle. It is sizzling right now. That's good. Next step, if you wanna do cheese, just cheese, that's fine. We're doing turkey with it. So we're going to Hillshire, take out our turkey. We all have turkey. Just get a nice big slab of turkey on here. Place your turkey on it. You don't have to distribute it perfectly. I got it on. Wash my hands real quick. We got the turkey on. Turkey's obviously a key element in making a turkey melt. We got our turkey on. Next step, what you might ask? Cheese, because it is a melt. We're using cheese, kind of like a grilled cheese. It basically is a grilled cheese, just with turkey. Strip this part off. I like to just get a nice, friendly scoop. If you got a slice of cheese, we don't have slices of cheese today, so we're just gonna use shredded cheese. But guess what? It's gonna work the exact same way. Spread your cheese out. It's gonna look something like that. That is a beautiful turkey melt. Next up, we still have our other piece of bread. Make sure you don't put the butter side down first. You're gonna flip it. The butter side is on the outside, and this is time for our spatula. I know I set everything in place. We have our stuff right here, so it's technically in place. What I like to do, just a nice light press. A nice light press. Might get stuck a little bit to the spatula, that's okay. And remember, we already put down our first piece a while ago. So what we're gonna do now, the cheese is kind of melted a little bit. You can use your fingers to make sure it doesn't stick too bad. You're gonna take it, you can hold it in your hand just like this, give it a nice flip. Do it with confidence though. If you do not do it with confidence, you're in for trouble. You are in for trouble. Once again, just tiny little presses. Tap it down, it's cooking, the cheese is melting. You already see the cheese melting on the outside right here. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want to do. Keep pressing it lightly. We're gonna let it cook, heat up, and melt for about 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 4. Let it melt. You want it to be nice and melted. You don't want to eat grilled cheese and some of the cheese is not melted. You're gonna get a little cold sensation. You don't want that. It's a melt, right? A popsicle when it's cold, it melts, right? You don't want to melt. You don't want to melt a popsicle. You want melted cheese though, so that's what we're doing. A couple minutes. We're just gonna keep flipping it every now and then. I'd say about every 30 seconds to a minute, you give it a flip. Remember, we are on low heat. If you're on medium heat, you're gonna need to flip it a lot more frequently than every 30 seconds to a minute. But since we are on low heat, we do not need to flip it that frequently. So bada bing, bada boom. Just keep it a nice press. You're gonna keep pressing. I like to press it. I think it makes it better. Next step, what do we do? Oh, we got it to go for another flip. Use your spatula, get under there. You can use your hand, it's not gonna be too hot, I promise you. And then boom. A flawless flip. Now, my bread's kind of getting a little messed up here, but guess what? It's still a turkey melt. The other day, my bread's a little messed up. It's okay if it doesn't look like the best grilled cheese you ever ate. I promise you, when you eat it, it's going to be one of the best turkey melts you've ever had. It doesn't matter how it looks. Okay, you get a little turkey on the outside, that's fine. That's fun. That's just for fun. Couple more minutes. Well, probably 30 seconds on each side, and we'll be good. At this point, the cheese is melted. Things look good. The turkey's getting warm. I like my turkey warm. I don't like mixing warm bread with cold meats. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's the best way to go, so we're not going to go that way. About probably 15 more seconds on this side. Give it one more flip. Do about 15 seconds on the other side, and we will be good for a taste test. Maybe not going to do it live, but we will be ready for it. Okay, start scooping it again. You can also move. Make sure you're grabbing the handle. You can move it with your hand. And then boom. Bada bing. Bada boom. So once you have something that looks like this, we're gonna let it toast on the other side a little bit more. You're ready to plate it. How do you plate it, you might ask? How do we plate it? I got a great idea. You're gonna grab your handle, okay? Our plate is right here. You're just gonna give it a nice flop. Once you're done, you can take your skillet off the heat, turn your oven top off, your stove top off, and then it'll be time to cut. When you cut, I'm just gonna demo just like this. I like to go straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. Bada bing. Bada boom. And that is how, class, you make a turkey melt. Thank you.